I'd like to talk to you about financial stability. How do you bring about financial stability in your life? How do you do that? This season we are in is one of those seasons that really tests you to see whether you're financially stable. There are lots of gifts to buy. You're being bombarded with adverts from social media, wherever you go, when you go to the shopping malls, and everywhere, adverts are coming. And your desires are not helping either. You're there thinking about, oh, I want to get this, I want to get this for that person, but your pocket might be saying something else. So financial stability is very important. But what is even financial stability? Uh, Maybe I start by defining it in terms of business. As an accountant, this is a very important thing for businesses as well. There's something called the solvency ratio or liquidity ratio uh, in business. If a business is able to meet its short-term obligations very quickly and with ease, then we say that, oh, that business is solvent, and it's quite stable. And even investors tend to look at that bit of business ratio to be able to make their decisions. But in personal finance, financial stability, I would say means that you're able to meet your day-to-day needs and emergencies quite smoothly without having hiccups and worrying about, oh, what am I going to do here? And you're not going to be resorting so much to credit cards to do that. So, are you financially stable? And like I said, this season is one that really tests uh, that about yourself and about your life. Well, what I want to do today is to suggest to you three things that you can do to bring about financial stability your way, if you are not. And if that's something you yearn so much for, because think about it. Financial stability is really the foundation for building your financial powerhouse, if eventually that is something you're looking to do. And if you would, for a moment, think about a very beautiful building, tall, nice building, wherever you are. Um, that building is tall, nice, and strong, probably has stood for many years there because of the foundation on which it is built. If the foundation was not that good, it wouldn't matter how beautiful it looks. Sooner or later, it would collapse. And the same applies to your finances. You can't tend to look very good on the outside, tend to, go get things on credit like many people do, show off with all sorts of things, and yet foundationally, your finances, you are unstable. Maybe you're living too much on credit, using lots of credit, lots of loans, and there is all this outward appearance that you're okay. And deep down, you feel like there's need to bring about stability into my finances. Now, three things, like I said, that can help you get to that level. I remember a time when I used to when it was tight financially, and those were very difficult times. And when that happens, you really crack your head and say, my God, what am I going to do? But thank God I'm out of that. And through diligence, working hard, and also studying about money, understanding the rules of money and how money works, and then implementing those things in my life. And I've studied many successful people who financially, and these cool things are there in their lives. And I want to share that with you. The fourth thing is that you need to have a stable source of income. It goes without saying, a stable source of income that meets your basic needs for food, shelter, clothing, transportation, and so your source of income should be stable and should meet those needs at the very foundation. And you need to also to take care how you spend your money. But number one, a stable, regular source of income. Better still, have multiple sources of income if you can. Have your main source that is stable, but even have a side hustle if you want. Not one, not two. You can have as many as you can if you can strategize to be able to do that. So, have a stable source of income that meets your basic needs. If you don't have that, if you're working from job to job, you feel instead, try to develop yourself in such a way you're able to get something that is stable, that can meet your basic needs without you worrying so much. Stability is the key here, a stable source of income. Second thing you can do is that have an emergency fund. Emergency fund. What is an emergency fund? Life is sometimes very unpredictable and things can just happen like that. Day to day things. Maybe a car tire busts off. Maybe there's just something that happened that you didn't expect and you need to fork out some money, get some money out to sort that thing out. So an emergency fund is essential. You need to build an emergency fund in your life. Generally, in financial terms, you need to have an emergency fund of about 3 to 6 months of your monthly living expenses. If you don't have that, start building that up now. And then over time, you'll have that emergency fund sorted. You will feel financially stable with that cushion if you have it. The third thing you can do is actually to have a written budget, and a budget that you honor. Don't have a budget, write a budget down, and then just ignore it. That wouldn't help. Have a written budget. A budget is something that helps you give instructions to your money, telling it where to go, when to go, and how much of it should go there. So when you write a written down budget, you account for the things that really are essential for your life. We have many desires as humans, but what you earn might not meet all those desires. And that's why a budget is very important. You write your budget to cater for the things that are essential in your life. And all the other desires, if the budget, your earnings that do not fulfill them, then you can just say, you know what, maybe next time. Is the way of life. So operating under these three things, there are many other things we can talk about, and I teach most of those in my financial mastery masterclass. But these three, when you implement them in your life, have a stable source of income. Better still, if you can have multiple sources of income, that's a good thing. And then operate with a budget, and then have an emergency fund. If you start off with these things, you'll find that you'll start bringing about financial stability your way. And these periods like this, Christmas or Easter, or times when you need to spend money to give gifts, to give to charity, will not feel that strenuous, and you'll not feel guilty about giving when people ask you, because you are stable financially. So as we end this year, and as you look forward to next year, and I know that's the time many people make goals as well, make this one of your goals to become financially stable and work on it. And work on it. It's possible. It's not something that's far off that say, oh, I can never. If you have debts, you can walk around clearing those debts as well. I'll be talking a lot about that in the coming year. But today, I just wanted to bring your way about financial stability, a very important factor in building your financial powerhouse. That is the foundation, being financially stable. From that, you can now start putting your bricks of your financial powerhouse together. And we'll talk about those bricks in due course. I want to thank you so much for your kind attention today and for taking time to listen to me. Till next time, take good care of yourself, and we'll meet again soon. Bye bye for now.